In my head, when I picture things while I'm reading, it's like I need to put glasses on. That's how I see it. And that's why I'll look up fan art.
I wonder why it was so necessary for Katniss to put Finnick out of his misery, but couldn't shoot Gale.
Right? And Effie's like, he is, but he knew the risks of the revolution, as we all do. Who's we all, bitch? Because you didn't want to have any fucking part in this. And you were very clear about it in the first scene that we see you in. So don't play. I kind of wish that he would have, that scene where he's like, let me tell you something. If you take this headset off again, ever, I'm going to glue it to your fucking head. And if you still take it off, I'm going to microchip your fucking brain so you can hear me every time I speak to you.
Yes.
But I don't care. It was so good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Ale.
And I'm Carla, and this is Booked and Buzzin'.
From bestseller to hidden gems, we're going to be sharing our thoughts, reviews, and all the latest buzz in the book world.
Today, we're going to be reviewing Mockingjay Part 1 and 2, the movie, compared to the books.
Yep. And we are going to be sipping on our
The mango.
spiked mango daiquiri.
I think we did it once before.
Yeah, we did. And I think
making a comeback.
It's been really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
So we're going to be sipping on that while we kind of talk through our thoughts and comparisons. Because we are still here.
Yep.
In the Hunger Games world.
I think at this point, our channel has been basically the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
We have one more Hunger Games episode.
For now, yes.
And then we're going to jump into something else.
Yep.
But we have some exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to talk about it yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm insinuating?
I think so.
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't know. Is it the plans for some, the different genre?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have something exciting coming up for October.
Yeah. We do.
You can guess.
I think that we are going to be pretty much 95% of our channel is going to be fantasy, right? That's what we love. Mm-hmm. That's what we are passionate about talking about. The world building, the fantasy, the different, and even this is dystopian, but either way. But we're not a channel that focuses on much.
But we are open to a good book, period.
100%.
So, I think that we'll be able to find gems that we're hey, let's read this. Let's talk about it.
So our idea is kind of we're going to be switching it up for Spooky Month with some pretty cool reads that I think that we've been kind of researching. Mm-hmm. So, I think we're going to be really exciting for that.
Mm-hmm. Right now we're reading, I always get when and where mixed up, but When the Moon Hatched. Is it when?
I think so.
Okay. I'm on chapter 20 something. I don't remember
Me too.
What. 20.
I think I'm on chapter 21.
I always guess wrong what I'm on. Have you not noticed every time I guess it's the opposite of whatever I say?
The opposite of where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's When the Moon Hatched.
I know I'm in the 20s. I just don't know.
I'm literally on 21.
I might be ahead of you. So far?
Yeah.
I know. I don't even want to say that because it has so much love. But right now, I told Alejandra this. I was I'm straddling a line right now.
Okay.
Of whether or not I like this
like
bitch.
her.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will tell you this. I feel like it's one of the ones that have keep coming up. Mm-hmm. So I think that that's where we've noticed okay, let's aim for that one. I also think that it's giving me some Quicksilver vibes.
Really?
And not in any way the setting. I actually like the world building so far.
Yeah.
I actually I can see what she's describing.
I'm so confused.
Really? I feel really good about this one.
I am flipping back and forth with the dictionary, which I've never had to do before. But then it's also that I'm dumb and she uses words that I've never heard before. When she was singing, remember when she's singing in that I don't even know, cave basically.
Okay.
I had to Google what word she was saying. She's the stage had something with an S, and I was what the fuck is that? Bless you. And I Googled it, and it's like spikes that grow in a cave. And that's what the book is like for me, where there's a bunch of words where I'm like, I need to Google this. Which I don't mind. I'm getting used to it. It's getting easier for me to read. I still have to switch back and forth with the dictionary just because I'm like, what? What is that? But.
Well, and the reason why is like, it has nothing to do with the setting. What I meant was that I think the protagonist is about to get annoying me.
That's where I am. I'm straddling that line where I'm like, girl.
Because if they switch up.
Yes.
Like Quicksilver, where she's like angry, and then she becomes a little shit. I'm going to be like.
Okay, here's my thing. I'm like, you're just too angry. Like, and I can tell they keep alluding something happened when she was younger. Yeah. So I can tell she has a reason for it. But I'm just like, oh my God, but you're just like viciously angry.
But you're just abrasive. I feel like.
No, but there's too abrasive.
But the thing is that this is what this is okay. I know and we're gonna get here, but even talking about Aelin, like she was an angry character.
But it took time to like her.
Yes.
No, yeah. For me.
I loved Aelin from Throne of Glass.
I was indifferent towards her. I liked her, but I was just like, And as the book went, because SJM is just top tier, I read Assassin's Blade third. And the first two Throne of Glass books, she kept being like, my name is Selena Sardothian, and I will not be afraid. And I was like, duh, bitch, you're a fucking assassin. Like, ugh, this is so stupid and corny. Then I read Assassin's Blade, and I was bawling, hysterical. I was like, I'm such a piece of shit. Of course, I would say that. Like, it broke me.
Yeah.
And it, like, Air of Fire is where I fell in love with her. Because I was like, wow, you have so much shit. And it makes total sense.
Yeah.
And you have earned the right to feel all of these things.
Yes, but what I mean by this is I feel like that character was made so perfectly because there was so much anger, so much reason to be angry. Mm-hmm. But you still like her. Like she still has the swagger. She still has like the
but I think she's more likable than, for example, Sarah Swain.
1,000%. By like a million different ways.
Look, this is like a 700-page book, and I'm on page like 200.
Yeah.
So I know I have ways to go, and I don't dislike her. Well. Yeah. I don't dislike her, but I'm like right there on the edge where I'm like, girl, I like her dialogue. I think she says things I'm like, that's funny. That's quippy.
Same.
But her internal monologue, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Give me something else.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like her. I'm not saying I don't like the book. It's just definitely different. I think this is the highest fantasy I've ever read so far because it has so many. I've never had to flip back and forth for regular terms, names, and creatures. So.
Oh.
What?
I forgot that she hasn't read Crescent City.
Oh my God, no, I don't want to read that.
I am really excited for you to get to it, actually.
I'm dreading it. I'm just
No, you have, I mean, you know.
Can't I just, like, not?
No.
I don't want to read it.
It's going to be worth it. It's necessary. If ACOTAR 6 is coming out, 100% necessary.
I don't want to read it. I don't know if I have to.
I mean, I can one glass review it if you really, really don't want to.
No, I'm going to read it. It's like I'm dragging my feet.
I know.
Bane of my existence. And I don't even know what it's about, but I've heard so many things.
Crescent City was one of the first books where I was reading it and I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
That is the biggest thing that I've heard.
Yeah. It's like it does give you whiplash. It does give you like, what is happening? But I think it's the first 100 pages. And then you acclimate pretty well. And then, well, whatever. Not the point. But, so anyways.
So we're covering the Mockingjay movies.
We're on the Mockingjay movies. And we are going to focus on just kind of the comparison of them for now. And just some, like, important things to mention. Then we are going to be doing The Ballad of Songbirds.
And Snakes.
Yeah,
we're going to compare the movie to the book, I don't remember the full movie. I remember watching it
and I checked out. And I like it so far, but I know she's got thoughts, so I'm excited for that. And then we will finally not like shut the Hunger Games world, but like
We'll put a bookmark
pause
in there.
Yeah. Because we know that Sunrise on the Reaping has to have a movie. So I'm sure we'll be back.
And I think we have so much more we could still say.
100%.
Even though we've been thorough, I could talk about Peeta and Katniss
Forever.
And Haymitch. Oh my God.
Yes. Okay. So right off the bat, I do have to say that I don't think that my rate, like, order changed. Like, now watching them all over again, I definitely think my favorite is Mockingjay Part 2, Catching Fire, The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1.
Okay, for me, it's Catching Fire. Okay, so I get stuck here in second place between Mockingjay Part 1 and 2.
Okay.
Because Part 2 is so sad. But it's so good.
So good.
And the ending is so, like, peaceful.
I know. I think they did the ending so well.
Yeah. And I really loved watching Katniss
yeah.
struggle. I know we've said it a bunch, but like one of my favorite things in characters in books is when I really watch a character go through it because it's real, you know, like it is so relatable.
You're putting so much emotion.
Yeah, and it's just like it's so satisfying when they come out of it because they did the work.
Yep.
And it's, I don't know, there's just something about really seeing somebody in a book just be in the dirt. And like it's like you feel it with them and you're hurting with them and it's so emotional. I fucking love it. So watching her go through it in Mockingjay Part 1, I was just like, damn. That shit.
True.
And then I get goosebumps every time I watch it, even though I know it's not in the books. I think this is one of the things that I liked that they added was the rebellion scene at the end where she's singing the hanging tree and they start showing the rebels blowing up the dam. I love that part. It really gives me chills when I watch it because it's also you see people sacrificing themselves for the cause.
That part.
Mm-hmm. I have goosebumps right now. You literally see people getting left behind and boom, it explodes.
You know, people literally.
It's real.
Yes,
that's
literally
the kind of shit
ran
people have
into
to
that
do.
dam and knew that they weren't going to make it out. Then they knew they just needed to blow that scene. Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up. That scene was.
I know. It's a masterpiece. So for me, I think Mockingjay Part 1, then Hunger Games, then Mockingjay Part 2. There's so much that they did right.
Now that I think about it, I guess it's a change. It's hard, actually, I think.
I know. I struggle with the placement of 1 and 2. Mockingjay Part 1 and 2.
Man, that was such a good scene.
Mm-hmm. I just love seeing her in the vents too. It just feels so
weird to put Mockingjay Part 1 at the end for me. Like, I think I would have to bump it up and put Hunger Games at the end.
Yeah. I mean, this is with taking into account that they're 5 stars, all of them.
All around. 100%.
And I can watch any of them at any time.
Moment. I put them on the background all the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just really picking the elements that resonate more for us. So... that's my ranking.
Yep.
Part 2 is at the bottom for me only because of how tragic it is. You know, it's a different sort of tragic when you're losing all these characters. Like Boggs was in the book and the movie for such a short amount of time and we grew so much affection for him. And then like
the loss of
Peeta, man. Peeta and
the part in Mockingjay where they rescue Peeta.
Oh my God.
And the image, right? Like the film is like, he's like, you're looking at his back and they could like perfectly make you understand, like he's raquítico. Like he's like, there's like, he's so skinny.
Skin and bones.
Yeah. He's been tortured. Like, I think they did such a great job at, like, opening, like, and at first, like, if you're not really noticing those kind of things, but, like, they made it obvious. Like, he's not okay. So
No.
whatever you're about to see.
I think they did such a good job. And then again, with the casting, Boggs, amazing.
Yep.
What's her name?
The film girl.
I was trying to think of her name.
Cressida, I think.
Pollux. I actually
Amazing.
fell more in love with Pollux.
100%. Yep.
And when he calls her beautiful, like when he signs that she's beautiful, and like, oh my God, I grew more affection for the characters that I didn't really care so much about in the book, in the movie.
Yep.
And okay, so here's one of the major things that they changed was the design team wasn't there, but Effie was.
But Effie was. Okay. You like Effie more in the movie.
Yeah. So
100%.
I feel like by doing that, they did take away an element where you see that 13 is not as great.
Oh, yeah.
Because of what they did to the design team.
Yeah.
But because of Elizabeth Banks, I just don't even care because she's such a good Effie, and she's better. And I love one part that I really, really liked, and I always laugh, is when finally she comes out of hiding. Just that whole interaction with Plutarch, where he's like, "Fine, stay here. I'll find another one." And she's like,
"What are
"Who?"
you gonna do without me?"
She goes, "Who?" And he's like, "Anyone." And she's like, "No," like that. She's like, "Who here knows Katniss like I do?" No. And so she comes out and meets President Coin, and she's like, she gives her a once over when she's looking at Coin. She's like,
this is what we got.
Yeah, I love that. It made me laugh. And Coin notices because she looks at her like, bitch. I love that. Yeah. I also think that they watered down Coin a lot.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, in the books, you have a much more stern understanding that she's a fucking bitch. And in the movies, you still get that. But like, for example, the initial interaction, like, she's like, "Oh my God, welcome. You've been through so much." Coin's not fucking like that.
No, it's true. Well, I could see how in the book she was way more straightforward, more stern. But what I liked about the movie was that they gave a little side of, and she's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, Coin to me in the movie seems a lot more unstable emotionally.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot more like, ooh, like she may bomb something at any moment.
I think that they still did a good job with Coin.
Yeah.
I just feel like they did also soften her a little bit. Maybe to shock everybody when Katniss does what she does.
I think they made her seem more unstable. Like not so much stern, but much more like she's playing the games.
I guess. I think I'm gonna fast forward here, but I really hate the depiction that they did of the scene with Katniss and Gale at the end, where he seems apologetic. He doesn't fucking apologize in the book. No. That is a big thing.
Do you know that? I don't even know what episode this is on the Hunger Games, and we can't get through one episode.
He's in the movies.
I know. I love you. It's just hilarious to me because I like that scene. I think that's how it would have gone.
But it's not how it went because you read the book and that didn't happen.
But I read the book and I knew that Gale felt bad.
But he didn't say anything.
He didn't have to say anything.
Okay, we have literally just been talking about something very similar to this in a completely different situation, and you don't agree to that.
This is like real life.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what she would have done with the I'm sorry. She still deserved it in the books, and she never got it. And so for him to fucking apologize in the movie is such a fucking disgrace to what he really did in the books. He was an emotionless asshole, and he couldn't put away his fucking stupid pride for 2 seconds. Shut up. To be like,
it's not his
just shut
pride.
The fuck up. To be like, I'm sorry for your loss.
What pride?
The
Why
whole,
would he
like,
be
there's
proud?
no point in me even telling her that I'm sorry because she's not going to forgive me.
That's not being proud. That's
Yes, it
knowing
is.
that person.
No, that's
knowing
called
that it's not
being
going to make a
proud.
difference.
No, that's called being selfish, actually. When you give an apology to someone, it's not so that the other person forgives you.
Yeah.
It's you give it, and what they do with it is up to them. But you give it because it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
So whether she would have accepted it or not, it doesn't fucking matter because she was owed an apology for the part that he played in it, or even just condolences. Again, what she does with that is not up to you. You don't apologize to someone to get something back. You don't give your condolences to get something back. You give it because it's the right fucking thing to do. He didn't do that shit in the books. And he did it in the movie. And I think that it was a disgrace to his character because him not doing it says a lot about his character. And you can say it however you want, but it is the fucking truth.
Yes, I do think that the lack of apology tracks in who he is. Yeah.
And they changed it in the movie. I really didn't like that.
I can see that.
I also didn't like that they changed that.
I also didn't like Gale. Is what she wants to say.
I think at this point, it's very clear that I don't like Gale. I didn't like that they changed Peeta, like, having been a burn survivor, a burn victim as well. Because it's another thing that, like, Katniss connects with him on.
Yep.
They kind of mirror each other a lot with their traumas. I mean, his whole entire family died in 13. And although her whole family didn't die, her sister, you know... Yeah.
They have big losses on
and
both
it's
sides.
You know, and you don't need to have the same losses as someone to be able to support them or relate, but there is a difference. You find there are certain things that only other people that have gone through it can relate to fully and understand you fully, and it does take away from their relationship that part isn't in there, even if it's ever so slightly. I also, one more thing I didn't like, not that it bothered me really, but I wish that they had kept their reunion the same, because in the movie she's like walking home hunting, but in the books, like, she's depressed, and I wish they would have shown that too. I wish they would have shown how. I didn't like how they showed her depression after she shoots Coin. Or for that matter, after she loses her sister.
Yeah, it was just so much more. You just felt so much during the books that, like, during the movie, like, you can understand that she's impacted, but it's not like
it seems like she's able to, like, cope,
move on. Exactly.
Yeah. Whereas she's literally crippled.
In the book, she hasn't changed.
Mm-hmm. And she's only Gracie Sig comes by every day to make sure that she eats something. She won't get off the couch.
No. That's true. Yeah, I didn't like that. I think they could have done a better job of it. Even, you know what comes to mind, which is totally corny, but even, like, they didn't have to spend 20 minutes on her depression. But, like, even, you know that clip in Twilight?
Oh, yeah.
You know, where, like,
when
the
she's, like,
seasons
sitting,
are going by and stuff, but, like, at least, like, they understood the
I think there was a way they could have done that. I think they purposefully kind of took it out.
Yeah.
Which I didn't like, because I think one of the most prominent themes about Katniss is her trauma.
Yeah.
Is how much she has struggled because of what she's gone through. And it's one of my favorite things about her. It's part of why I love her so much, because it's fucking real. And, like, it's not sugarcoated and it's not painted over. It's not like fucking Violet, who has been through so much shit, and she's just like, and I'm a badass with a braid. Like,
and it's my team now, and we're gonna do.
And we're gonna fucking, I don't care what the government says. We're gonna go over here.
What's hilarious is that when I first read Fourth Wing, so I read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame before you.
Yeah.
And then you read them.
Yes.
And then we read Onyx Storm together. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until we started this podcast, that was our first episode, Onyx Storm, and I heard you talk through this, that I was like, wait, do I not like Violet?
No, literally, we, like, 4 episodes ago, we're sitting on this couch, and I was like, what do you even like about her? And you were like,
Great question.
Her dragon? That was like
That's literally it. So we're gonna have to go back to that one, but regardless.
But that's one of the things that I love so much about Katniss. So that they took that out, I didn't love that, and also
it watered it down,
and it also took away from like the only thing that gets her out of bed is the noise of shoveling because she's having a nightmare, right? But doesn't she have nightmares every night?
All the time.
And so why did this wake up? What was the difference?
Why did she go outside?
Was it intuition? What was it that made her finally get up and go outside and see Peeta? And then for Peeta to see her like, oh my God, you
are not okay. Yeah, I think, you know what? I'm glad you brought it up because you're absolutely right. Because here's the thing. When she steps outside, we in the book, we understand that she has not left her couch. She has not changed. She has not showered. She's barely eating. She has not stepped outside. But in the movie, she's just kind of like,
she's clean,
walking up
with her braid.
Yeah.
Her clean, kept hair with a game that she just hunted, as if she's been able to adapt to life. And she's not. Katniss is so crippled.
I think it also changes the way that we view, like, Peeta, like, the reaction. Peeta just kind of turns and is like, oh, yeah, Katniss has her shit together, and I'm bringing roses.
Yeah.
You know, whereas in the books, obviously she's the narrator, but, like, she's basically saying, like, I'm trying to fix, because like he must have made
it also shows too that she does care what he thinks, even after the hijacking, even after everything that they went through. Like, todavía le importa, you know. She's like, oh my God, because if she didn't care, because Greasy Say was coming in every day and she didn't care that she smelled, that she looked like shit, that her hair was, she didn't care. If Haymitch would have come in, she wouldn't have cared. But because it's Peeta and because she loves him, she cares.
I also wish we would have gotten Josh Hutcherson's portrayal of that face of like
girl,
you know, like, because like, you read it in the book and you feel it. You're like, what face must he have made
that she's conscious now? Yeah,
you know. I think we were robbed of that one. I wish I would have been able to see that. Yeah, that's a sad one.
Also, her with the cat.
The fucking cat.
I had a 180 when I read that last book because I was like, oh, this fucking cat. And when that happened where she was like, get out, she's not here anymore, get out. And then the cat starts wailing and then doesn't leave her alone from that moment on. That really resonated with me.
Yeah.
So I wish that we would have seen, like, I don't know. I think that they did a great job overall. I'm just saying these are the things that, like, really stuck with me.
100%.
That they took out.
I think I was just so annoyed by the cat. But I think it's because
I know, but that part really.
All the cats that I'm around.
I know, but that part really did. It really did pull at my heartstrings because that's the last piece of Prim, and Prim is the only one that cat has ever cared about.
Yep.
And now Prim is gone, and the cat is here, and like now and they've always hated each other, and now the cat's like, I'm gonna take care of you, essentially.
Basically, yeah, that's true.
I thought that was a sweet part. I wish they would have added it.
A part that I loved, which is like a little sinister, I think, I guess. But the end where she's walking into the, like, where they're going to shoot snow. Mm-hmm. And, like, she's just walking. And you can see the people walking behind her.
I love that scene.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I think the portrayal in the film of Snow laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, it's the book.
It was so amazing to see
well done.
Because you picture it in your head and they partieron el bade. Like I couldn't have pictured that. No. And I'm so glad that they did it the way they did.
Yep.
Like it was so how do you say impresionante?
Like impressive?
Yeah, like it really resonated.
Okay.
Like it was very like I watched that and I was like, oh, damn.
Like it hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really good. And then
so
also
good.
watching, because like you read it in your head and you picture one thing, right?
Yep.
And I pictured her like super far away and then like she shoots coin and I never even pictured coin falling. I just pictured like.
They do it amazing.
So I saw her and I was like, oh my God, that's right. She's dead.
Yep. And even like the image of the movie, like when they shift to like the song starts playing or whatever, and they switch to her, and then slowly fades out like she's dead. Oh my god, I think they did such an amazing job.
So too.
Like Peeta running up to her out of like, where did he even come from? Like the stampede of Pete. Oh my god.
You know what would have made me laugh though?
Yeah.
Is if they had kept it like in the book where she's like like trying to bite his hand so she could get the pill. That would have made me laugh.
Same.
But I think that they did it in a much better way, where it was dramatic and
Yes.
not so comical. Because in the book she's like trying to get the pill.
So true. They already had their comic relief with Peeta's camouflaging.
But in the book, she's also like, Gale, Gale, Gale. Because she wants him to shoot her.
Yeah. And he won't.
Which I don't remember her screaming for Gale in the movie. Does she?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Which they should have added that because
I guess, but you wouldn't.
Because he
you
asked
wouldn't
her.
know it unless you read it, I think is one of those
No,
things.
but
Because
it is one of
you
those-
know that she's like, oh, he's not answering me. He's going to let me die. Like, he's going to let them do whatever to me.
But they should have added it because they added the first one, which was Gale was screaming at her to shoot him.
Yeah.
They should have. They should have
Yeah,
added it because
yeah, you're right.
it
They
would have
should have.
been.
They
It
could
would
have-
have been impactful.
Yeah,
regardless.
you're right.
That whole scene was amazing. I love the way that like she's like aiming at Snow, and then all of a sudden she like shifts up,
Yeah.
and then like like it just goes into chaos. I think they did a great job with that.
I think so too.
100%.
I wish they wouldn't have taken out. I know it's a deleted scene, but I wish they wouldn't have taken out the part where Haymitch and Katniss have their first encounter. And
Yeah.
he's like, go ahead and say it. And she's like, I can't
wish
believe
that
that
was
you
one of my
left him.
favorite
It's
moments.
a deleted scene. I saw it, but I wish they would have kept it in.
I never saw it actually. I'm gonna have to watch
I saw it on YouTube. A few of the ones that I wanted them to keep, they had as deleted scenes. I can't remember which other one, but that was
I'm
one of
definitely
them.
gonna watch it because that's one of my favorite parts of the book.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts.
And then there was another one that I was going to say right now. Oh, okay. The fucking mutts. They were spot on and even better.
Those were so
Petrifying.
scary.
Petrifying. Holy shit. I would have shit myself running away from
If
them.
I saw that underground in a tunnel where you don't know where you're going, it's dark. That was so scary.
Yes.
It's crazy because I remember I've watched this movie a million times, but I watched it recently for us filming the podcast. And the most recent time that I watched it, I was like, "Qué miedo."
Yeah.
They looked so ugly.
Yeah.
Scary.
And pretty much what I pictured, but like better. Because in my head, when I picture things while I'm reading, it's like I need to put glasses on. That's how I see it. And that's why I'll look up fan art, which I haven't done.
I do that all the time. Yeah.
But when I do it, like it'll, like for example,
It'll
right
give you
now,
something, yeah.
Rave. I know if I look her up, I'm gonna find a picture of her riding on like 2 dragons with a crown, and like I'm gonna be like, great. So she's like a princess with 2 dragons. Like it's gonna ruin the book for me.
That's not real, right?
No, I'm making it up. Or like, if I just know if I
Yes,
look
yes,
anything
yes, yes,
up,
yes.
it's like if Ceres, like if I had looked her up, I bet I would have found a picture with her with like
And with the
fangs,
Quicksilver
and I would have
or
been like,
the- yeah.
so she becomes a fairy, like.
Yep.
So, I haven't looked it up for that reason, but that's how my brain works, and normally that's why I like to see fan art because it's like putting glasses on for me, where I'm like, okay, so this is
I'm
better,
looking at it like this. That's true.
So. The mutts look like how I pictured, but like
Same.
in high def, like
But,
way
like,
better.
Scarier.
The only thing I would have added, and again, great job. I really wouldn't have changed it. But the only thing that I'm like, damn, I wish they kept that, was when they're right before the mutts like show up, that they're all sleeping, and Peeta's like, Katniss, 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 and then Katniss starts hearing other whispering, and Peeta's like, Katniss, Katniss, because it's fucking petrifying.
That moment was
That
so
shit is scary. And then he's like, we need to run right now. Like that, I think would have really elevated
agree.
the scene. But I also understand that would have been, because in her head, she's like, oh my God, because of what they did to him, like he's connected to these fucking animals in some way. So I understand that like that would have been hard to communicate, but I really think,
Yeah, but I do.
really think that would have elevated the scene.
Same. It
And I
would've
think
given,
the crowd
it
could have
would've given-
inferred something
yes.
from that.
I would even think like the film viewers would have been like, what does that mean? You know?
Maybe because of trying to protect Peeta's image, they didn't add it.
Maybe.
Because they also didn't put the lunch scene, right?
What lunch scene?
Where Peeta's like, Katniss, didn't we have nights on the train? Where, I seem to remember they didn't do that in the movie. So I think they tried to protect Peeta's character because he in Mockingjay, Peeta's rough on her. And not his fault, but he is.
He's going through it.
Yes.
You know?
And they've hijacked it.
He doesn't know what's true. He doesn't know what's real. Not only this is what's so amazingly written about Peeta is that, and Katniss, because he doesn't know what's real and he doesn't know what's false. But he gets met with a girl that's emotionally unavailable. So it's not like he's getting to Katniss and Katniss is like, oh my God, I love you. And I'm really not like that. And they hijacked you. You're getting, he's a mutt. You know? So it's hard for him to even recognize like is what's real.
Yeah.
Because she's not even likable.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that like it's even rougher on him because if she would have been a nicer person, you know, he might have fallen a little bit more towards like, oh, maybe it is true that she's nice.
I think that that's a good point. But I think, and it's
cannot
so
change
hard.
Katniss,
It's so hard to
but I'm just
convey.
saying.
I know it's so hard to convey in the movie, but that's one of the things that I loved so much. That like because she is the way she is, when she reacts how she does, to Peeta, in her head she's like, I'm a piece of shit. Like, I should be like this. I should be like that. He's going through this. I'm pathetic. I'm worthless. Like, she feels it. And then when he says, oh my God, she says what at some point, like, everything, Peeta no longer sees me as just everything I do is right. No. Now he sees who I really am. So basically, all the disgusting things he's saying to her, she's like, yeah, that's all true. That is who I am.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And that shit is so like,
heartbreaking.
Oh my God. The book is so good. And the movie's great too.
The movie's great.
But I just think there's some things they couldn't add.
Yes. I think that there are some things that you couldn't have expanded on. I understand that. But I think they did a great job.
I think so too. The fighting scenes were fantastic.
Amazing. I think even the way that they did the deaths too. Finnick's death.
No.
Prim's death.
No. Finnick, Prim, who cares? But Finnick, no.
Where even Katniss was like, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this. What's interesting? I don't know why I never thought about this. I wonder why it was so necessary for Katniss to put Finnick out of his misery, but couldn't shoot Gale.
I think that the bond wasn't as close. You know, I think she really cared for Finnick, but you're talking about like her childhood friend, basically. Her best friend for life.
Okay.
Somebody who she has mixed feelings for, that it's deeper than just friendship.
But wouldn't have it been even more important to make sure that they don't have their hands on Gale?
But it's
like as the Capitol's
but that's not easy to do when it's somebody that you feel more than just a friendship for, to just actively decide, I'm going to end your life right here, right now. Even if it's to save them. I understand how she could have hesitated there. And also, we didn't know what was going to happen to Gale, if he was going to be able to get away. Finnick was being torn apart by those things.
Yeah.
So I think it was a more clear, like...
Okay.
And easier. It was easier. Night, drop, close it. Whereas she would have had to aim and look at Gale and shoot the arrow. I think that's different. That's harder. That's more personal. You're literally looking at them, taking the shot and letting go. Whereas this, she was able to just throw it in there and close.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
But I get what you're saying. I just feel like...
It was just interesting. It was the first time that I think about that. I think the other thing that I wanted to mention was... I really do think they did a great job being out of Katniss's POV. I really did like the interactions with Snow and Coin. and kind of not necessarily. I don't think we saw Snow's POV. Yeah, we did actually.
We did.
We did.
Oh yes, there's a few parts where you see his POV. One of the ones that I really liked was when he's announcing to everyone like the Mockingjay is treason, any like support or symbolism of her. And while he says that, his granddaughter has a
It's
braid,
like,
and
yes.
she lets the braid go and starts untangling it because you also see like she was like, Grandpa, I want to be just like her. Literally the previous movie.
Yeah,
And
like,
now,
I want to love like that.
now you kind of see like that this little innocence is fading even within like the things that Snow loves,
Yep.
presumably.
Yep. I love the moment where what was it that he said? He was like he had fallen asleep or something. He was like, I know you're not waking me up for, and like the lady's kind of like started trembling, like, but I have to tell you. I like that we got some of that. I love that we got some of Coin's conversations. I think that's where, like, to me, I think they did a great job in showing like Coin is un poquito loca, because she is like in the movies she's way more like this, 100%, but in the movies she seems like a wild card, which is like scary for someone that has an arsenal.
Definitely.
You know? I think another amazing scene was when they brought all the victors to talk about like one more Hunger Games. I really like the way they did that one too.
Yeah, and it's funny because you see Coin so happy there, even though she does a pretty good job at maintaining like a relatively monotone demeanor.
Yeah, no, but you can tell you're like,
she's like,
I'm very serious.
Yeah.
Yes. But on that same room, I loved that they included Snow poisoning someone. Remember one of the guys?
What did he say?
He was at dinner with Snow.
Oh, you're talking about the dinner.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I love that they added that. Just because it's like you talk about it and we've been talking about it for all the other books, like how Snow just poisons. And I thought it was a good ad that we've never seen that POV in any of the movies. I mean, no, in any of the books, sorry.
No, I thought that was a good addition too. I really liked being able to see the different perspectives that you don't get when you're just in Katniss's head. I definitely, I really like Plutarch in the movies. I really like him.
Yeah, I was about to mention him.
Yeah.
I do like him in the movies. I was sad that the interaction between him and Katniss after she shoots Coin wasn't him and it was Haymitch. But I think
he passed away during the filming, which is really sad because he's a great actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so book Plutarch is very
confusing.
But he's very not like this. Like he's much more whimsical. He's more, he easily laughs. Yeah. Even though you see now in Sunrise on the Reaping that there's a lot of layers to Plutarch that we haven't seen. So it tracks.
We finally read it.
Yeah. We finally read it. Oh my God. Anyways, so I love the version of Plutarch in the movies. I really, really do love him. Like genuinely pretty much like on par with Boggs.
Same.
So I like seeing that too. The mention of Cinna was heartbreaking.
Yeah. I do like that they kept that one to the books though.
Yeah.
I like that we didn't get any extra information or like he could be alive or I like that like they respected the books to be like he did what he wanted to do and he
on that note I don't love how like Katniss was like he's dead, right? And Effie's like he is, but he knew the risks of the revolution as we all do. Who's we all, bitch? Because you didn't want to have any fucking part in this and you were very clear about it in the first scene that we see you in, so don't play.
I wonder why they chose to bring more of Effie in.
I think she was a fan favorite, and they kind of rode those coattails.
Makes sense.
And I also think it, like, we didn't really get in the movies, I don't even know the names of her, like, team, you know? In the books, you know them, because she talks to them, she has conversations, interactions. But in the movies, literally, they're in the first one to, like, judge her, and pretty much that's it.
That's it.
So it wouldn't have really resonated with the audience as much as Effie did because she, number one, was a fan favorite. Elizabeth Banks did a great job with her. And she was prominent through all of the books.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, one thing that I'm sad that they took out was Katniss and Joanna training.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see Joanna's meltdown.
Yeah, me too.
And
That's true.
Wanted to see Katniss like struggling to like get back in shape and do what she needed to do.
Or finding the will again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Overall, just a great movie. I think they did a good job.
I think they did an excellent job with both of them. They're so profound. The ending, I think that they did it perfectly. I think it's like almost word for word.
Both endings, they did amazing. Oh my god, both endings, they did amazing.
Yeah.
Because you see the dam gone down. They rescue Peeta. Peeta looks past malnourished. Loses his shit on her. Ending.
Bro, and strong.
Yeah.
For being like skin and bones, lifts her, slams her.
Yes.
Which goes to show you how strong Peeta's character really is.
Amazing ending. And then the second movie ending, beautiful. Amazing. Literally, I pictured it that way.
Exactly like that.
I pictured it
and word for word that their worst games to play. Goosebumps. I was like, thank God that they copied it word for word. And I really wanted to see that ending. Katniss finally happy. Yeah. Peeta finally happy, at peace, in like a loving life. Like,
yeah.
I wish we would have seen the geese. Because, that took me out.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I get it. This also was done before the Sunrise on the Reaping was even written.
Yes. And, okay, so spoiler here. So if you have not read
Sunrise on the Reaping.
Pause here.
Yeah.
One thing that I do still hold hope for is that because that movie has not been made yet, they might add it at the end. Because at the end of Sunrise on the Reaping, he goes back to present time with Katniss. Yeah. So I don't know if they have the budget for it. Yeah. Josh Hutcherson and Katniss might come back and it'd be together. But I can see what you mean.
I just now...
It would have been a nice Easter egg.
I'm like, I wish they would have added that, because why it destroyed me so much in Sunrise on the Reaping was because it was... because it was so nonchalant in Mockingjay, and you're like, okay, cool. Like, he gets geese, he raises them, and then you read this book and it destroys you, punches a hole through your heart, and you're like, the fucking geese! Like, it's full circle. And it really, like, it took me out.
I know.
Because, like, when I was reading it, I didn't even put two and two together. Like, oh, yeah, in the Mockingjay book, he has geese. I didn't at all think about that. So I do wish that they had added that.
It's so true. It would have been a nice Easter egg.
But I understand why they didn't. And it's fine. I wish we would have... No, the ending scene was so perfect, too, because you see them coming together, the way Katniss looks at him when they're looking out on the rain, and you see, like, her falling in love. I thought it was perfect.
I thought it was great.
Amazing.
Literally 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yep. Okay. Thoughts on anything else?
I think I don't have anything else.
Okay.
It was pretty fantastic. I loved it. I loved every character.
It was such an amazing movie. I think it was such a great adaptation. I think that even if we were critical about some things they left out or they didn't do right, like, I think still, like,
it's still a 10 out of 10 for me.
10. Yeah, I still watch it all the time.
I think it's amazing. So. I honestly really truly think that this series has been one of the best book to movie adaptations.
Yep, agreed.
The only thing I will mention now, reminder, Haymitch is so much meaner in the book.
1,000,000 times.
But I don't care.
No.
I kind of wish that he would have, that scene where he's like, let me tell you something. If you take this headset off again, ever, I'm going to glue it to your fucking head. And if you still take it off, I'm going to microchip your fucking brain so you can hear me every time I speak to you.
Yes.
But I don't care. Like, it was so good.
It was so good.
Yeah. Just because it made me laugh and also scared me. I was like, hey, Mitch, you're brutal. Yeah. But
it was really funny.
Was such a good movie. Both of them were so good. Yep. They gave me goosebumps at different parts. Both of them so heartbreaking, so realistic in terms of what the characters went through and how they reacted to what they went through.
Agreed. great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think that they could have picked better actors. I don't think that they really could have changed it to make it better.
No. We're going to be closing out this chapter for now.
No, we're still going to do
the song of
Ballad of
Songbirds.
Okay, yes.
And and Snakes. So that will be our next book to movie adaptation. And then once we're done here, we are going to be diving into When the Moon Hatched.
Yep. You got a little preview of what our thoughts are so far.
So far.
Let's see if we change our minds, bite our tongues, double down. Let's see if the red mic makes an appearance.
Ooh.
It's been a while. I mean, she made a tiny appearance for Prim, but that was like...
not as bad as we can get.
No.
I am actually wondering if you're going to want to use it for the movie. Because you didn't like the movie.
You know what? I might.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch it. I haven't rewatched it yet. I'll rewatch it and then I'll give you my thoughts.
Okay.
I'll let you know if she comes out.
Because I know Snow's book wasn't one of your favorites. You enjoyed it.
It was good, but
it was okay.
You know,
it was one of my favorites.
It was like the least favorite of mine of all of them.
Okay. That's so hard because I feel like all 5 of them were like...
Yeah, they're all super well written, but in terms of like what interested me, it was like the least interesting to me. Even though I was very interested, I was captivated, I liked it.
Yeah,
great book. I highly recommend.
Yep.
But it's just not my cup of tea.
So maybe the red mic makes an appearance quicker than we think.
Yeah. Let me watch the movie, and if you see her, then you're gonna know I have a lot of shit to talk.
Yep. But if not, I guess we'll see if she comes out when the moon hatched.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see.
Yep. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Bye.